Hello, this is just a quick update on the program in video format so you can see it. Right, here's the spreadsheet now. Each cross section is on a row of its own, like you asked for, so it's not messy anymore, and each structure within that cross section has its own individual row here. So you fill in all the data for each structure on the cross section, and then you hit this tick box at the end to indicate that you want to create it. You might have multiple cross sections in this spreadsheet. Let's say we've got like 200 going all the way down here. You fill all the data in for all of them and just click create on the end of all of them, and it'll run a batch process, and you'll have 100 cross sections right there in a couple of minutes, which is cool. So I'm just going to run the program and show you what it's currently doing. Okay, run. MicroStation opens, and here we go. The cross section pretty much finished. There's a few bordered bits that still need putting in, but yep, it's all pretty much working. So all of this data in the border is being pulled from the spreadsheet. So if you change the numbers in the spreadsheet, not only does the cross section get drawn differently, the numbers update in the border, the location updates, everything updates. The only hard-coded stuff in here at the moment is the track unit name, this reference, because I have no idea where that's coming from, and the status and issue. That's probably going to have to be manually updated each time you make amendments to the cross sections, just because you don't want to, create a new issue just after you've, tweaked a line on a drawing, really. So yeah. Everything's in here except the track information down here, which I'm just working on. That's going to be just an hour away. And there's a couple of issues. For instance, this text on the mast, obviously it needs to be on the other side here, but if I do that it gets mirrored, so the text is all like wonky, so I need to sort that out, but that's not a huge problem. This tube needs extending because it comes in at a set length, and depending on where the catenary clamp is, it needs to extend or retract and be smaller. And I don't want to have to create a cell for every different length, so I need to figure out how to do that. That could take a couple of hours to a day, to be honest. But yeah, this piece, this adjustable tie thing, was an absolute screw on, and it still has some issues. The cell comes in with these lines dotted, but it only needs to be dotted up until the intersection of this piece here, which is, I'm going to try and figure that out, but maybe we can just make the whole thing solid like this and it'll be fine. Just let me know on that one. But yeah, so everything's working pretty much. My maths could be a tiny little bit better on these bits. You can see this gap here because this piece needs rotating in respect to the tube's angle. But yeah, as long as you don't do anything wacky like, putting the mast brackets down here when the wires are up here, then that's not really going to be an issue. And all the dimensions need putting on, which is another problem that I've got to solve, because I'm not entirely sure how you do that yet in the code. But yes, if you've got any feedback on it, that'd be great to hear. I'm just going to carry on cracking on, getting figuring out the problems that are still remaining, and then send the entire thing through to you when I've got it to a good place. So yeah, thank you very much.